It's time to explore some holes. Are you a copyrighted bird? Am I infringing on copyright by showing you on this camera, Carlos? Tell me. Whisper it to me. What's that? What's that? What do you need? All right, yeah, take a look. Take a look. I haven't dyed my beard in a while, so... Here. What do you see? Stop! Stop! I almost ripped my goddamn beard off.
Skip it up and that up.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I got a question for you. Would you like if people could freely see all of your holes? Oh, you wouldn't like that. Then you may be interested in today's sponsor, ExpressVPN. So let's keep it real. Using the internet without ExpressVPN, which is a virtual private network, is like going to the bathroom at a public stall with the door open. Everyone could see your holes. Those are the holes I'm talking about. Do you want everyone to see your holes? I don't want to see your holes. I don't want anyone to see my holes. So that's why you need a VPN. No one could see your holes that way, and your internet experience will be private. Look, let's keep it real. In a lot of areas, there's a monopoly or duopoly when it comes to internet service providers. You really don't have a choice. And a lot of those ISPs, they could throttle your speeds, they could monitor what websites you're going to, they could use that data to sell to advertisers. Do you want any of that? You may be going to look for holes on the internet. Do you want your ISP knowing what holes you're looking at? Well, with a VPN, your internet connection is private, so ISPs can't see where you're going and use your data to sell to advertisers. I use ExpressVPN every single day when I live stream to protect me from a distributed denial of service attack, which would basically knock down my internet. And ExpressVPN prevents that from happening, which is pretty damn important. ExpressVPN is super simple to use. You click a button and in seconds, your internet experience is protected. Find out how you could get 3 months of ExpressVPN free by clicking the link in the description below or going to expressvpn.com/RTU. That's expressvpn.com/RTU. Here's one of my favorite topics to talk about: the DMCA takedown system on both YouTube and Twitch. It sucks on both, but Lord knows it's worse on Twitch, and it makes me thankful every day, chef's kiss, that I did not start streaming full-time on Twitch and kept it on YouTube. Yes, I know I should diversify. Yes, I should have a second channel for streaming or go to a different platform for streaming. I realize that, but my streams have done very well on YouTube, and I'm very glad I made the choice to keep them on this main channel. As a matter of fact, you should sub to Review Tech USA if you haven't already. Hit that red button and also hit the bell for notifications of all my newest uploads. And also between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, almost every day, I start streaming, and I stream anywhere for 2 to 4 hours. So if you want to come and pop in during one of my streams, come in around that time, between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and you'll see me probably shirtless. No, I'm not kidding. People paid for me to take my shirt off. Mozzarella hair nipples. That's all I need to say. I'm not proud of it at all. Well, anyway, I have heard many horror stories about Twitch's DMCA takedown system or their copyright system. YouTube, at least, okay, say for example, because I do stream this from time to time, Chris Hansen TCAP episode. If you don't know what TCAP is, look into it. I can't say the full name here. And as soon as I do that, NBC will flag the video. I don't get a strike on my account, but I could still get super chat revenue. Maybe NBC will take the revenue from the stream, which amounts to like 5 pennies. Whoop-de-doo. Doesn't affect my channel. Doesn't affect my channel standing. You move on with life. Twitch, on the other hand, is more draconian when they feel that a creator on their platform infringes on copyright, and they give you no recourse, like, at all. This is something that happened in 2022 where old videos on demand, like it was retroactive when this took place, old videos on demand that big streamers had they never had an issue with before, then all of a sudden they're getting takedowns and strikes on their channels from old videos, old streams that they did that they never had an issue with before. Like streamer XQC actually got their channel suspended, and this happened because these old video on demand streams had licensed music in it. So say, for example, you were playing Call of Duty and a licensed song came up, or whatever game, and there was a licensed song, the algorithm, it would trigger it, and they would get the bot would give their channel a strike, and their channel would get suspended. Like XQC, for example, had to deal with this. And Twitch back in November 2020 came out with a statement about this on Twitter. Your frustration and confusion with recent music-related copyright issues is completely justified. Things can and should be better for creators than they have been recently. The next few tweets will outline our plan for being better partners to creators. So at least they solved some of the issues, right? It's not perfect, but at least they kind of made it like what YouTube's doing, which is still very far from perfect. I'll talk about that in a minute, but maybe at least they're doing that. No, it's still terrible. And the Angry Joe shower, Angry Joe Vargas, he actually had a vlog over on YouTube about this, saying how terrible it is. And it's about 20 minutes long. And basically what I'll give you the Cliff Notes version of his video. I watched the whole thing. It just shows how impossible it is to dispute claims. It shows all the problems with the copyright system over on Twitch. Yes, I know it's the broken copyright system in the States, or broken copyright laws in the States, that make platforms like Twitch and YouTube have to have these dumb rules. But YouTube has seemed to have done a better job with at least allowing creators to deal with the nonsense of DMCA takedowns. Twitch, on the other hand, it's almost like inevitable your channel is eventually going to be taken down. This is what happened. There's some summary here in the Dexerto.com article that I'll link below in the description. These are some things that Joe said. I'll read this to you, and then we will discuss. Joe highlighted two major issues with Twitch's system, and they're huge. The first is the strikes on people's accounts are permanent and don't expire after 90 days like YouTube, which, especially if you feel it's an unjustified copyright takedown on YouTube, 90 days is painful. Like if you get one strike on if I get a single strike on my YouTube account, I can't stream for 3 months. That would be really bad to my revenue stream and really bad for my channel, but at least it's reversible. Twitch, it's not. You get a strike, it's permanent. And you get 3 of them, you're permabanned off Twitch. It's just, so basically it's like I think everyone, like I've had strikes on YouTube and they've gotten removed after like a couple days, but it's almost like guaranteed you're going to deal with something, whether it's justified or not, with a copyright strike or a strike. And Twitch, if you get something via copyright, it's permanent. It's not like 90 days and then it expires. Anyway, this is what Joe had to say. Copyright strikes do not depreciate after a set period of time. If I receive 3 strikes, my channel is terminated. Yet I can't see the strike. I can't submit a counter notification. I can't submit a dispute. It can't get any worse than this. And Dexerto continues. The second is Twitch's dispute process is non-existent, which at least YouTube has that. Joe used an example of a copyright strike he received in February 2021 for a Warzone clip dating back to November 2020, which had the Astronomia song, popularized by the coffin dance meme, that's where I know it from, playing inside the game. So he was playing Warzone. Think about that. He was playing Warzone, a game that Activision loves for people to stream. Okay. And they used the song from the coffin dance in there, and he's streaming Warzone, which again, Activision wants you to stream. It's a big game over on twitch.tv, Warzone. And because they used that song, you're doing what Activision and Twitch want you to do. He gets a copyright strike. And this is what he said here. Here's your DMCA strike, talking about that Warzone clip. What is the clip? We don't have a link to the clip. We told you have to delete all your videos on demand. There's no dispute button. They're going to give something like a dispute button from what I've heard in like December of this year. But it's May now. It's May. Hopefully it happens in December. So what do people do if they have strikes in their, say someone has 2 strikes in their account and they feel that they wrongfully received these strikes via DMCA? They have a Twitch channel. That's their livelihood. What do? Just sit there and wait for their channel to be shut down, especially without like Twitch. You think YouTube's bad with copyright ID? Twitch is like 10 times. Thank God I did not start streaming on their platform, but Twitch is 10 times worse. Joe continues, you can't even review the videos on demand identified in DMCA notifications in your dashboard, and they don't plan on adding that feature until December 2021, like I just said. And Joe also said this in the video too as well. This is so weighted in favor of record labels that it is unconscionable. They make millions of dollars, and this is the amount of protection content creators get. You have to show some respect to the people that build Twitch. This was all created by us. You wouldn't have any of this without us. And he's 100% right. But they have the money to control the platforms. And do you think the RIAA and the MPAA, that's the Recording Industry Association of America and the Motion Picture Association of America, wow, I actually remembered that without having to do 35 takes. Do you think they want to make the rules change? No, man, all this user-generated content is killing them. And the pandemic has made it even worse. No one's going to concerts right now. No one's going to movie theaters right now. That's starting to change a little bit, but still. And even before all this, because of user-generated content, because of Netflix, because of live streaming, people are getting entertainment in different places and they hate it. They don't want the rules to change. If anything, they want to make the rules more draconian to stifle the competition from the user-generated content. Oh, man, they hate us. They despise us with a passion. And look, YouTube, it's not saying much, is a lot better with Content ID. But just to show you how ridiculous this is on YouTube, this just happened to me. This is not exaggerated. During a live stream again, Googlefish, shout out to Googlefish, sent me, unfortunately, through my phone, a video of EDP 445 twerking. I threw up in my mouth a little bit, but that's a different story. But anyway, I was through this mic on this phone. I see what Googlefish sent me, and it had a small clip as I was talking over it of Candy Shop by 50 Cent. Mike picked it up. All of a sudden, I go to my dashboard after the stream is done. You have a Content ID claim. 50 Cent Candy Shop, whole stream is demonetized. Now, again, I make like 2 cents from ad revenue and live streams. Most of the revenue comes from super chats and also from Streamlabs and things like that. But it's still, that's not the point. The point is that's proof how ridiculous the copyright system is. Now, Twitch needs to fix a bunch of crap, but the copyright laws in the States are antiquated. They're outdated. I mean, for Christ's sake, I just looked it up to verify that the DMCA, the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, just the name alone should tell you everything was millennium, was enacted in 1998. And we're still using that safe harbor in 2021. Look, Twitch has to change how their creators can handle copyright claims. They have to do something like a 90-day period when those strikes can expire. How can anyone feel secure building their career, or even if you're not doing it as a career, even if you're just doing it as a hobby just to make a couple extra bucks, how would you feel comfortable and safe on Twitch doing that with their current rules? But beyond all that, what also needs to change is the DMCA. It's an antiquated, it's a dated, it's a broken safe harbor. And what we're seeing on YouTube and especially on Twitch is a byproduct of that. But the MPAA and RIAA want the DMCA to stay the same because they get to abuse this system. And don't you think they're making money off of it? They're making money. Oh, wow, you used 0.3 of a second of the Candy Shop song by 50 Cent. So we get to monetize the whole stream, or we get to take away monetization from you, and you can't make a penny from it. This is legacy media's last dying breath. This is their last thing they're holding on to try to suppress the new form of entertainment out there. And for now, it's working. It won't last, but it's still very frustrating, and I understand Joe's pain. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.
Hey, if you enjoy my content, consider becoming a Review Tech USA member. I'll have a link below in the description. I live stream now on this channel all the time, and it gives you access to cool emoticons to use as well while I live stream. Again, link below in the description. Thank you for your continued support.